Today's Thursday, October 22nd, 2020. We're at 11752 San Jose in Redford. As you can see, we're at a 4-inch cast iron cleanout that's on the right-hand side of the driveway. Here we'll show you. There's trucks out in the driveway. And you can see here's the house and the breezeway. There is a PVC cleanout that's up under the deck here. There's also one, it's probably going to be hard to see, but it's that white spot out in the front. The sanitary sewer for the bathroom comes out the other side of the breezeway in cast iron. It goes out the wall, and the kitchen stack is right on the front wall of the house. We believe there's two separate lines that come out. We have cabled through here 45 feet. At 15 feet we've hit tree roots. As you can see here, here's where the bathroom comes in. We have the bathtub currently running at this point. As you can see just past there, as you can see, is the joint that had roots in it. And you can see here, it's another joint with some roots. Okay, here you can see this is where we changed to PVC. You can see we have a clean out here. We believe it's a clean out in the yard. Okay, here you can see we're having a hard time obtaining a visual, but you can see this pipe here looks to be Orangeburg. As you can see, it's black on the inside and smooth, unlike the cast iron, where you can tell we have the orange rust. Here you can see we have some blistering. We are going to continue. Okay, you can see here's where we transition to the clay tile. And here's where we drop to the city main. We are going to pull back. We'll probably try and use a centering guide to see if we can get a little better view of the piping. We will also go ahead and mark the transition area. Okay, we're going to pause to locate. Okay, we have located this. This is actually across the street. The Orangeburg does run under the street. It's down approximately 7'3". So for the Orangeburg replacement, we'd have to actually dig under the road. As you can see, we have blistering here. It's where the pipe is delaminating. These are signs that it actually is Orangeburg pipe and not cast iron. Okay, as you can see, we were running right along the bottom of the pipe, and you can see it seems like we've dropped down. It's possible that we're in a hole that's in the Orangeburg. We're going to continue to televise, pull back real slow. And then we will put a 4-inch centering guide on to see if it'll help keep us above. Okay, it is hard because of the amount of water that's here, but we are currently in the PVC. We believe this is just nothing more than a clean out that was cut in. Okay, as you can see, we put a tape measure down. This is the clean out that's out in the front yard. It does look like there was a repair made. It does look like there's 10 or 15 feet of PVC. Again, we're going to shoot with a centering guide after we pull back to try and see if we can get a better visual of the sewer. Okay, as you can see here, we're at Y. This is coming up now. We believe that the Y forward goes in and it picks up where the kitchen stack is, and it picks up the drain tile for the pipe for the basement. And then this comes over to the cast iron clean out here. We are going to locate this Y, and then we will go ahead and pull back. Then we will put a centering guide on and do a second video. Okay, we've located this area. It's right by the tree. Again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. We will go ahead and put a centering guide on and do a second video. Okay, as you can see, this is where we change from the cast iron to the Orangeburg. We're going to locate this. Okay, the Y you see here, this is what picks up the bathroom. It's the bathroom group that goes through the wall on the north side of the house. It runs under the breezeway and comes out. There's also a second line that comes out the front of the house that picks up the storm and the kitchen. Again, you can see we've changed over just past that into the Orangeburg. We are running a centering guide. We want to try and see if we can get a better look at some of the piping. As you can see here at the joint, we have some root infiltration. We do at several of the joints going down through. When we get to the Y that ties in the other line, we are going to run the kitchen just to show where the flow comes. As you can see, we have more roots here. Okay, we are going to pause here for a second. As you can see, we're at the Y. This picks up the other line that comes out of the front of the house. We are going to run the kitchen to confirm. We will pause till we have some water. We also have located and flagged this in the front yard. Okay, you can see here it looks like we possibly changed to an SDR. As you can see, this pipe here looks green. We're going to continue to televise to see if this was just a repair made or if this ties actually back into the clay tile. As you can see, we're tying back into the Orangeburg before we hit the clay tile, so that's another repair that was made in the line. Okay, as you can see, we did make it to the city main again with the centering guide. We are going to go ahead at this time. We will pull back one more time. We will continue our recording as we do. Okay, this is partially into the road. We are going to pull back to the start of the SDR and see if that's right at the edge of the road. Okay, this is approximately about 3 foot into the road still. So as you can see, we do have Orangeburg here that does still partially go under the street. Almost looks like a section of cast iron, doesn't it, Kevin?
Yep. This cast, I was saying, it turned red. Look, cast is all bubbled up on the inside. That cast. Yeah, it's gotta be cast.
That's not clay because there's no
sections.
There's no sections in 3 foot.
Longest clay I've ever seen is 4 foot.
Yeah, this is.
Life was too heavy to carry.
This is there's definitely a joint right here where these roots are, and when you go to the other side, it's definitely Orangeburg, but it looks like there's there's SDR in there, cast iron, clay at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, we have pushed back in, as you can, and you heard on the recording, we actually have a piece of cast iron here that comes up to the PVC